the Adventurous Joe Show. The Adventurous Joe himself, Joseph Michaels. Everyone, and welcome to this week's Adventurous Joe Show. I'm your host, as always, the Adventurous Joe. And this week's comic book review, we're going to be reviewing Avengers Now Handbook. Seriously, for $5, you're getting a lot of information on every character in the Avengers Now series. Also, sorry, our video game review, we're taking on trying to escape Dead Island. Seriously, wait till you hear my review on this one. Oy. Okay, also, our movie review of Taken 3 and Power Ranger news, people. We've got the release date of Dino Charge finally, and also the second trailer, which you would not believe once you watch it, for Zordon of Eltar. This Power Ranger fan film is going to be epic, people. Epic. I'll tell you more about it when it's time. Also, our anime review of Burst Angel, and last but not least, our Cosplayer of the Week segment. So, let's get started with this little baby. Coming up next. Alright people, welcome to this week's comic book review. And it's on none other than Avengers Now Handbook. Now this, for $4.99, okay, gives you a lot of information, including on why Steve Rogers turned over Captain America, the Captain America name, to his former sidekick and partner, Sam Wilson. Unbelievable. Sam Wilson right now is coming across as a major dick, okay? I hate him as Captain America, as the new Captain America. He comes across like he's a fucking asshole. Ugh. Either way, let's take a look inside. Now this handbook gives you general information on certain characters that are appearing in Marvel now. Even details on certain Avengers, like Captain Universe. Okay? Then you got Miss America, Night Mask, all sorts of characters in this one. It actually ranges from Abyss all the way down to Wrecker, and A to Z order kind of thing. Either way, for $4.99, this is not too bad of a book. A handbook at best, okay? It even tells you the story of our new Thor. Seriously, who is she? Nobody knows. She could be Thor's sister. No one knows. It's a strange little indemnity that nobody knows about, okay? And she is a mystery in itself. How is it she's able to wield Mjolnir? And so on and so forth. It all tells you right in here, okay? Also, like I said, for $4.99, you're getting a great bargain in here. This is almost the size of a miniature trade paperback. Seriously, it's almost that at best. And I'll tell you right now, my official final verdict on this one is going to be around an 8 out of 10. Okay? Mostly for the factor that it gives a lot of information that you got in a lot of other handbooks and stuff, but it gives you a little more up-to-date information on certain characters as well. Either way, final verdict on Avengers Now Handbook, we're going with an 8 out of 10, and high recommendation you check it out for yourselves. Okay? It's a pretty good book, nonetheless. Alright, now, while I put this little baby away, we're going to move on to our video game review of Escape Dead Island. Coming up next. Alright people, it's time now for this week's video game review, and we're off to the badass island of Dead Island. Seriously. In Escape Dead Island, excuse me, it is basically all done in a comic book style format. Seriously. Right down to each one of the characters, the zombies themselves, including the messed up shadow zombies, who look like just blurs of light, for God's sake, with arms and legs. The most retarded, stupid thing ever. Ugh. I'll tell you right now, it may be a filler to what's going on with Dead Island and then Dead Island Riptide and tying into Dead Island 2, but I'll tell you right now, this one is so damn stupid. Now, according to some people, if you played through it on the new Game Plus mode and shit, there was supposed to be an alternate ending. Guess what, people? Spoiler alert for you. There is no alternate ending. There are some different scenes added into the Game Plus mode, the new Game Plus mode, but there is no alternate ending. Now, let's take a look at some of that gameplay footage, because I'm telling you right now, I was disgusted playing through this game twice. And I mean disgusted. Take a look. Welcome to Escape Dead Island. This little game is kind of stupid in some sense. Okay? You play Cliff Kalo, voiced by none other than Joe May. And I will tell you right now, this has been the most fucked up, stupid game ever. Okay? Seriously. It may be all comic book style format, and there may be some different things to it and everything, but come on! Dying at the hands of a zombie by one fucking whack? It was ridiculous. And the claw zombie was even more ridiculous. Seriously, they called him the Butcher. Then there was the Spitter, who everyone knows it was a big fat tub of lard when we seen him in the regular Dead Island game. And then there was the Siren, which actually that bastard was called the Screamer in Dead Island Riptide, doing that whole and alert waking up other zombies and crap to come after you. That was the most stupidest thing ever. Now, the weapon upgrading system is better than it was for Dead Island. You can use the weapons all you want. You can go nuts with the weapons and not worry about having to fix them because they got broke or they're about to break. Every time you needed a workbench, you needed to fix your weapon, have money to fix that weapon, so on and so on and so on. Okay, in Escape Dead Island, you don't have to worry about that. You find a workbench, it's because you found a new weapon. Okay? Not to find and fix your weapon that's breaking. None of the weapons were breaking. Even the samurai frickin' sword, the ninja sword, the katana was not breaking. This game was fun to play through at first. But then, as it got towards the end, the characters, the creatures got harder to kill. The zombies got harder to kill. Especially when they become shadow fucking zombies. What kind of stupid idiot came up with this idea? Either way, I will tell you right now, this game had no alternate ending. I played through both things. I played through the first game, and first time around, new game. Then I played the new Game Plus mode. You don't get to keep any of your fucking weapons except for the ninja sword if you get it right at the start of the fucking game. Seriously. You have to be on Cliff's boat, Cliff's dad's boat, open the door that's inside the cabin and stuff, and that was locked before and shit. Pick up the sword, pick up a health kit before you arrive at the damn island. Ugh. And speaking of stupid, this game had such a terrible storyline, it made me want to kill someone. Seriously, I wanted to shoot whoever made this game. Because Cliff was fucking going insane. Okay, Linda apparently dies. his friend also dies, and so on and so on and so on. Okay? It's so stupid. At one point, it's like you're traveling around in his mind. You break this fucking orb thing, and it, okay, it's a piece of his mind that just got shattered. Then the main monster, the bad guy himself, Dr. Lawrence something, okay, he frickin' comes out and says that you're comatose. You're not gonna wake up after that blow to the head. Oh, okay, so basically we're inside Cliff's mind. Ugh. Okay, we're done with that. Final verdict on Escape Dead Island. Horrible frickin' game ever. Be glad if you got GameFly and you rented it from them. Because if you paid the money out for that fucking game, you are at a loss, people. Seriously, at a loss. That game was repetitively stupid. Here, you had to go around, do this, do that, do this, do that. Fight the same zombie characters. It just got repetitively stupid. And I'll tell you right now, my final verdict upon this one is going to be a 1 out of 10. Terrible freaking game ever. I would never let a recommendation of any kind come to this game. Not even a badass seal of approval. It was terrible, stupidly well done. Seriously. The storyline alone was terrible. I never, ever want to play a game like this ever in my life again. Seriously. The last game I played like this one was so horrendously stupid, I never finished it. I never got to finish it. Either way, our final verdict here at the Adventurous Show for our video game review, Escape Dead Island is getting a 1 out of 10, 2 thumbs down, and no badass seal of approval, no high recommendation whatsoever to try it out for yourself. If you have played it, we want to know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Seriously, people, that's what the comments section's for. Not to sit there and call me a fucking retard, or say any other vulgaric, stupid crap. Either way, that's it. Final verdict, once more, is a 1 out of 10. Take Escape Dead Island and shove it where the sun don't shine. Alright, that's it. Now, we're going to move on to our movie review of Taken 3, coming up next. Welcome to this week's movie review, and I will tell you right now, the Taken franchise died with this movie. Seriously. Taken was a great movie. It started off as a great movie, seriously. By making a sequel, 2 more sequels to it, it was just horrible. A bad idea at best. Okay? For one, it's like the people who made this film didn't want to even listen to what anyone had to say about it. Okay? 1. Taken started off with the fact that Brian Mills, played by Liam Neeson, is going through, he's already divorced from his ex-wife, Famke Johnson, who acts like she's a stuck-up bitch and everything else in between, while fighting over their daughter and so on and so forth. Okay? However, the daughter goes to Paris with her best friend and gets kidnapped by Russian, well, they're Hungarian, either way you call it. They take both girls and kidnap them, okay? With the purpose of either raping them themselves and then putting them out, pimping them out on the street corners and shit in Paris to anyone that'll pay profit to, you know, take them as whores or whatever, okay? Or, if they're virgins, they sell them on the black market. Okay? Now that movie alone it had me sick to my stomach, but at the same time, it had potential. It was good, especially the action sequences in it. Brian Mills did Liam Neeson did a fantastic job in this. He was more action-packed in this than he was in the movie 2 or 3. Movie 3, he gets set up for the murder of his ex-wife. Him and his ex-wife were getting back together. Seriously, they were finally getting into a relationship where they were going to get back together. Okay? And these fuckers from the past, of course, the fucking Hungarian, Russian bastards, whoever you want to call them, come out of the woodwork once more and kill his ex-wife. Sets him up for the murder, and then the CIA he worked for, his very own team, and anyone else, the FBI, the cops, all are after him. This was like Harrison Ford's The Fugitive. It was terrible at best. It ruined the Taken franchise. Movie 2 started to ruin the franchise. Movie 3, they say this is the end of the line, final chapter. Thank God! Thank God! Because Taken has been ruined. Okay? 20th Century Fox, you fucked up. You fucked it up. Seriously. Big epic fail. Whoever was in charge of this film franchise fucked it up. With movie 2 and then movie 3. Okay? Movie 1, perfect. Was greatly well done. More details would have been needed on it and stuff like, did they free the rest of these girls that have been kidnapped and shit? So on and so forth. Either way, that's it. My final verdict, I'll tell you right now, on Taken 3, well, before I do that, I want to tell you a little more about Taken 3. It made me so pissed off about how it ended, okay, that there was no real, well, sorry about your wife and stuff like that, or anything like that, you know. His own teammates were asked to go after him. Seriously. And when they refused to do so, this asshole little prick comes out of the woodwork and says, well, if you don't do it, we can always find someone that will, and we'll just put you guys out to pasture. I'm like, fuck you, you little son of a bitch. I wanted to punch the fucker out. This movie made me pissed off at the Taken franchise. I hated its ending. It may have been the final chapter, but that's where they should have left it. Okay? Brian Mills went from being the hero that rescued his daughter, a hero who took out the Russian mafia's head guy and shit, to a wanted fucking fugitive. Stupid! Absolute fucking stupid! And that's it. My final verdict on Taken 3 is a 4 out of 10. I hated how they did this to the Taken franchise. Liam Neeson is a terrific actor and should have been given more of a better position in this stuff. I mean, come on. You guys fucked up a great franchise. You should be real proud of that. Real proud. Either way, Taken 3 is our final verdict of a 4 out of 10. 2 thumbs down. And I'll give it a bit of a badass seal of approval. And maybe a little recommendation to check it out. Okay? If you're a fan of Taken, you're a fan of Liam Neeson altogether, check it out. If not, forget it. Solid rental at best. Don't waste your money. Either way, that's it. Our movie review is done for this week. We'll see you again next week for our next movie review. Whatever the hell that's going to be. Now, we're going to move on to our Power Ranger news segment. Coming up next. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Alright, people, and welcome to this week's Power Rangers news segment. Now, in this week's news segment, we have two big announcements. Or, well, we're going to show you one of them, and we're going to be talking about one of them right now. One of them, the first one is Dino Charge. Power Rangers Dino Charge. The next new season for the Power Rangers has its release date of February 7th, 2015, and at 12 noon p.m. on Nickelodeon. Woo! Love it! I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, I've seen the Sentai version of this Dino Charge series, and I'll tell you right now, the American version, please, for the love of God, do not have that stupid dance. Oh my God. In the Sentai version, they did this stupid dance. Every time they did their whole "it's morphin' time" thing and stuff like that, they would go and doing this little dance routine and shit. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? This was the most stupidest thing I had ever seen. I mean, they even had a big heavyset white guy, for God's sake, that did the same damn thing when he morphed into one of the Rangers. I was like, oh my God, please, no. Well, luckily to say right now, I saw a special preview for Power Rangers Dino Charge, and I will tell you right now, no dancing, no stupid dance routine involved when they morph. They just go like this, hold up the morpher and go, "It's morphin' time," you know, and then say, you know, "Energize," and then turn into their ranger forms and stuff like that after they say their name and everything else. I was like, okay, thank God for that. Either way, Power Rangers Dino Charge items, from toys, action figures, toys, the Morpher, the Sword, the Zords, have been appearing like wildfire since December. The release date of the show isn't until February, and they've been appearing since December. On top of all that, Super Mega Force's legendary keys never completed yet. Now we find out that Toys R Us has them as exclusive only to them. What the hell? That's going to make it exclusively hard for anyone to get their hands on these, except for these scalpers. Seriously, you go on eBay, there's a lot of them selling them for mucho dinero. $30 a pack. Are you fucking kidding me? Either way, sorry about that. I will tell you right now, no way in hell. Sorry about that. No way in hell would I pay $25 a pack. Okay? No. Either way, that's it for that piece of Power Ranger news. Our next part is we've got the official trailer for the Power Ranger fan film known as Zordon of Eltar. Now, this is done by the same team who did Teenagers with Attitude. We did our movie review on it, and it was great. It was pretty good for a prequel story and stuff. Well, once again, this is also a prequel story, because this tells you how Zordon of Eltar became the man who we all know, played by David Fielding and stuff, as Zordon, who is guardian of the Power Rangers and stuff, and so on and so forth. The Power Coins, the Morphers, the Zords, so on and so on and so on. Okay? This story has an interesting twist, though. It also shows how Rita Repulsa goes into, you know, rising into power, okay? She even uses the Dragon Zord as her weapon. She has possession of the green power coin already and all this other stuff. There's a lot going on in this film that the trailer is practically giving away. Either way, check out the official trailer right now, and we'll see you right afterwards.
Citizens of the Order, I'm sure you are well aware of the reports regarding the Machine Empire and their recent encroachment on the borders of our grand and noble republic, following the tragic assassination of their sovereign king and queen. The former Machine Prince has now taken the throne, and in response to this heinous act of war, King Mondo has not declared war on the Order of the Meridian, but the single soul responsible for the attack on their royal house. Intelligence has led us to believe that this individual is hiding somewhere within Meridian space. She's to be considered an enemy of the Republic.
To fight a war against the Machine Empire and a war within against Rita would be too much to bear. Which is why this council has summoned me for permission to use the power coins.
Your understanding of this very power is valuable, and your leadership would be paramount in the survival of our civilization. Please, Zoldan.
The Order hadn't accounted for the resurgence of the Dragon Dynasty. Rita Repulsa represents that movement.
That woman is a menace and a threat to the balance of power in the galaxy.
Technically, she wasn't a terrorist until after I helped her out.
Now your kind pursues peace with the Order of the Meridian, our enemy. I won't stand for these injustices any longer. This is a declaration of war.
So now you see the predicament we face, Zordon of Daltar?
We took everything from her, so to her it would only be fitting that she drives the Order of the Meridian into fear, turmoil, and chaos, right before wiping us out of the stars.
The Order of the Meridian can ill afford a full-scale war with the Machine Empire.
You guys have been great, really. I was doing this again sometime.
Zordon, it leads to a planet called Earth. All you can do is watch and see what it feels like to lose something precious to you.
In these trying times, may the power protect us all.
There you have it, people. Oh, mother. Did you see how the trailer was ending? The dragon dagger is even different compared to how it is on the show and stuff when Tommy's the Green Ranger. And Rita was using it to summon the Dragon Zord, and that fucking thing came rising up and shit, and it was just like, oh, hell no. That's it. We're doomed. It's either the Dragon Zord or that's Serpentera. But I think it's the Dragon Zord. Because it ended with her summoning it and stuff before in the teaser trailer. And you see it underwater and the eyes light up and everything. And it's like, holy Mary, Mother of God. And did you see cosplayer Sony Erlin as Divatox? Holy crap. She's more spunky than the older Divatox. Wow. Now, if you want to leave her a nice little... congrats on becoming Divatox or whatever. You can check out her Twitter page and Facebook. If you're not blocked on Facebook, that is. I mean, for some odd reason, some people are not able to talk to her on Facebook now. Either she blocked them or she made it just so only people she knows can talk to her. Either way, that's it. Alright, that's it for our Power Ranger news anyway. Right now, the Power Rangers Legendary Ranger keys are still coming out. They plan to release the rest of the teams in key packs and stuff by hopefully finishing off by May of this year, they said. They want to finish it off. Okay? Because everything's going to be Dino Charge. Okay? Power Rangers Dino Charge. And also another tidbit of peaceful information for you and stuff. Vortex on the CW has claimed Omer is now officially showing Go Busters. Seriously, only they're not called Go Busters. They're called Power Rangers Energy Chasers. Okay? They are the same characters from Go Busters. Then they are, you know, and the same on this series. Except now, this series is called Energy Chasers. Power Rangers Energy Chasers. You like that one? Unreal. Either way, that's it. We're done with our... What the hell was that? Sorry about that. I think I just heard the Dragon Zord outside. I don't know why. Why is the Dragon Zord outside? Either way, that's it. We'll see you guys next week for our next time round. I don't know about next week. We've always got something different next week, so... Either way, that's it for this week's Power Rangers news update. Hope you all enjoyed it. if you want to check out more about the official fan film Zordon of Eltar, follow the link down below in the description to its official Facebook page, and let the director know the Adventurous Joe Show sent you. Okay, now we're going to move on to our anime review of Burst Angel. Coming up next. Alright people, it's time now for this week's anime review. And it's of none other than Burst Angel. Okay. Now, we've seen Cowboy Bebop. We've seen quite a few other ones that are all bounty hunter related and stuff. Well, in this one, it's no different. Only this time around, you've got an all-female bounty hunter team. Seriously. All female. The one is a young teenage girl, probably around, not even in her mid-teens yet and stuff. The leader is a woman that used to be a cop. Seriously, she used to be a part of the Chinese police force or something like that, and she became a bounty hunter. Mostly because her family is the richest in the world and shit like that. Okay? And then you've got Meg and Joe. Okay? Joe is a mysterious character in herself. Okay? Seriously. Mysterious. She used to be a bona fide killer. Okay? A killing machine at best. Okay? Till she met Meg. Meg pretty much changed her. Meg was pretty much a street urchin. Okay? A wannabe bounty hunter. Now, in Burst Angel, Meg and it's basically the story of Meg and Joe. Okay? They are practically a lesbo couple. Seriously, it's a lesbian-based couple almost. Joe looks after Meg like, okay, you know, maybe like a sister kind of thing and stuff. Meg looks after Joe like it's like she's a lesbian, you know, and they're lovers. Okay? They even end up naked on an island together at one point and stuff when they were trying to escape some bad guy or whatever. Okay? And while they're waiting for their clothes to dry out and shit, Meg kisses Joe. I was like, wow. Seriously? Okay? But here's the dumbest part about this. The series ends on a high note. Joe disappears without a trace. Okay? She stops the main bad guy. She finds out who she really is, and all this other shit. And then she disappears out of the picture without a trace. Meg, however, doesn't believe she's gone. Okay? So she goes looking for her. They come out with another Burst Angel series that Burst Angel Infinity or something like that. Either way, or Infinite or something like that. And she continues a search for Joe. Okay? She's even wearing Joe's scarf. She's wearing Joe's jacket. She's wearing everything that belongs to Joe. Wow. Either way you look at it, the series is pretty badass. Okay? The action sequences will have you, you know, on the edge of your seat and stuff. You'll also enjoy the fact how Burst Angel has this goofiness to it as well. I mean, there's some goofy parts to it as well that will make you laugh out loud and so on and so forth. Okay? But in the case of the whole lesbian thing and stuff, you know, I don't have anything against gay people and this stuff. But come on. I'd like to watch an anime series that isn't always focused on just a gay couple or something like that. There's a lot of them out there nowadays, and it kind of gets a little repetitive, if you know what I mean. Okay? Like I said, nothing against gay people. Nothing against gay people whatsoever. I just want to watch a series where I don't have to see it constantly. Okay? Okay, now, either way, my final verdict for Burst Angel and I guess it's called Infinite or Infinity or whatever. Both series, you might as well just say, I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. Mostly for the factor that, you know, there was no real anything to it other than they're bounty hunters, they're female, and two of them have a gay-based relationship, okay? Sort of a gay-based relationship. I mean, I had to figure it out eventually that Meg had to be, not interested in guys because she was always hung over Joe. She would practically hang around her like a lost puppy and so on and so forth. They were always hanging out together, so on and so on and so on, okay? Had to figure it out eventually. Either way, the series gets an 8 out of 10. I will tell you right now, badass seal of approval for a lot of the action sequences in it. It's got some great action in it. I mean, seriously, great gunfights and so on and so forth. And the fight between Joe and the clone of her or something like that was pretty good as well. I mean, seriously good stuff. Either way, also a high recommendation. You check it out for yourself. I mean, it's an incredibly great series. But come on, I've seen one gay couple thing after another in certain anime. Okay, you don't have to keep doing it over and over and over. Okay. There's one too many of those out there already. Make something that's a little more in the bi-curious area or something. Either way, that's it. Our final verdict on Burst Angel series and its OVA series, we're going with 8 out of 10. Badass seal of approval for the action sequences and high recommendation. You check it out for yourselves. If you've seen it already, let us know in the comment section down below. Like I said, we, the Adventurous Joe Show, have nothing against gay people. We are proud people who, we like the gay people and stuff like that. They're good people. They're still normal people, for God's sake. But come on, we do not want to sit there and watch an anime series where it's always something like that. Okay? I know it's part of real life, but at the same time, come on. It's anime. You got different avenues to follow. Okay, that's it. Now, on to our final part of the show, the Cosplayer of the Week segment. Who is this cosplayer? Well, I'll tell you next. Alright, people. Welcome to the final part of the show, the Cosplayer of the Week segment. Now, I will tell you right now, this Cosplayer of the Week has been featured on our show before. Actually, it was back, if you remember last year, we did a collaboration with Cosplayer and a night in New Orleans, a project they were putting together and stuff. This cosplayer, among a couple other cosplayers we've had featured on our show and stuff, as Cosplayers of the Week, were also involved in that project. Never heard if the project got taken down, did it completed, or anything. Cosplayer never got back to us on it. Either way, this cosplayer I got the pleasure of getting to know from that little adventure and stuff, and his name is none other than Week-Detty Cosplay. Okay, this cosplayer cosplays everything from Captain America, Red Lantern, you name it, he's done it. We're going to show you some of his incredibly great cosplays right now. And no, ladies and gents, I don't know if he's single or not, okay? That's not my place to ask. He's got a messenger for that. You ask him. Either way, check out his amazing cosplays right now, and we'll see you for the final part of the show. Enjoy. Cosplayer of the Week, none other than Week-Detty Cosplay. And that guy is incredibly great at what he does. Make sure to send him your congrats and everything else through his Facebook page and his Twitter. I believe he's got Twitter. I haven't checked on that yet as of yet. So, either way, that's it. He's our next Cosplayer of the Week and next inductee to this year's class of Hall of Fame for 2015. Ooh. Which we'll be doing a nice little segment at the end of this year. Like we did last year with the class of 2013 and 2014. Either way, that's it. We're done for this week's show. I have been your host, as always, the Adventurous Joseph Michaels. Either way, we're done. I'll see you all next week. Till then, peace out. May the Force be with you. And may the power protect you all. We'll see you all next week, folks. And have a safe and happy weekend. Ugh.